guys, how are you? Julian R here, and welcome to another episode. And more than an episode, this is gonna be a personal opinion on a matter. What's the matter? Well, maybe you heard about it, and the matter is that Bella Hadid has decided to become a professional photographer. Yes, the 19 or 20-year-old, I'm not sure how old is she, supermodel has decided that she is now shooting and taking pictures professionally, just as it's happened with Kendall Jenner and actually her sister Gigi Hadid. So it's coming out to the world of fashion that now she is a photographer as well. So I wanted to address this topic from my personal opinion. Now, disclaimer, this is totally personal. It does not reflect what other people think. It is just what I think, and I'm totally responsible for what I say. This is not a new topic. I mean, this is not something that is just happening right now with this new breed of fashion icons. Not at all. It's happened before. Actually, the most common path that some models have taken in the past is from being a model or a supermodel to a designer. That is like the most common one. But it's also happened that they've moved into photography or direction, or being a director and directing commercials and all that stuff. The example that comes into my mind right now is Nigel Barker. The guy was a model, you know, very good looking, and then he moved into photography, and he is now directing as well and producing. So he has a lot of investments into documentaries, movies, and whatnot. So it happens, and I understand the frustration from the community, the industry of photographers, because we feel as though, you know, they're privileged and they're taking our opportunities, you know. So because, you know, models are constantly on a daily basis dealing with creative directors, with designers, with all kinds of creative teams. So it kind of makes it for them easier to just approach them and say, hey, why don't you let me shoot? It's, you know, they're already there. Whereas for others like us, we need to start hustling, and we need to approach this person, or we want to take it to the next level, and we don't know how, because we know the name of the person. Everybody knows Anna Wintour, everybody knows Nina Garcia, but we cannot go and say like, hey, can I take some pictures for the magazine, because she doesn't know who I am. So it's a little bit easier for them. However, I am a firm believer that there are enough opportunities in this world and in this industry for people like me, who wasn't born in a family, you know, in the fashion industry. I don't have anybody that was a designer or that was a photographer or anything like that. So, you know, with everything aside, I believe there's enough opportunity for all of us whose dream is to be a fashion icon or to impact the world through the work that we do. In my case, through my images, whether still or motion. So I am relaxed because I know that the industry changes too much and too fast. So what is trendy right now, it is awful in a couple of years, and then 10 years from now, it'll come back. So it is just a matter of being honest, being a hard worker, finding opportunities, and adapting. This industry needs a lot of adaptation, so we need to adapt. So it also happened a couple years ago. Actually, I remember it well. It was when the iPhone was introduced. You know, everyone became a photographer back then. So professional photographers were complaining because now everybody has access to this technology, and now everybody thinks they're a photographer, and they started to charge less money and all that. That impacted us. Yes, that is true. I mean, I cannot hide that. Same in the industry. All these models go, and it was one of the news outlet that said Bella Hadid volunteered to shoot those images. That hurts the whole industry. That hurts people like me whose living comes from, being commissioned and getting paid for shooting those pictures. Yeah, okay, I get that. But it's also made the industry way more creative and way more innovative. And we've been there. I still keep having business, and I'm actually growing in the midst of all these changes. So my opinion is that we need to stop complaining, and we need to draw from the film industry and from the YouTube community the sense of, this is redundant, but the sense of community, the sense of being a group, the sense of collaboration and helping each other, because that is the only way that we are going to keep ourselves in business. The industry, the film industry knows it well. Why? Because they know, or I know as a director, that if I don't have a director of photography, if I don't have grips, if I don't have electrical department, if I don't have PAs, I have nothing. I have just an idea, maybe I have a script, and that's it. Maybe I don't have it, I don't even have the money. So internet, YouTube is the same thing, and it's teaching us a very valuable lesson, which is work in group. Don't be all in yourself. Don't be selfish, be selfless. Try to create a community. Try to work with people that will turn into friends. That is amazing, because who doesn't want to work with friends? So once you build that, and if you educate your peers, just as I'm trying to do right here, I'm just voicing my opinion, but at the same time I'm just trying to educate you into what's the other perspective. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, well, on one side, but on the other side, it's actually very cool. She's gonna do her job. She's gonna shoot some pictures or campaigns or who knows what, and that's great. I have my space in the industry. I will shoot my campaigns. I will shoot my editorials. I will do my stuff, and then in the end, everybody will notice our work, because that's in the end what it's being evaluated. If it's not good, people will let them know. And especially today, when we are in the public eye every single day. Yes, and I say we, because for me to be successful today, I need to be in the public eye. I need to have an audience, and I have to have a following. So there are way more eyes evaluating my work. So it is easier for someone like them, that like the models, to say, I'm going to become a photographer, but it's also that thin line of what's your following, what's your audience going to say. Are they going to love it, or are they going to hate it? And if they hate it, they are going to let you know, and not in the best way. So, it's the way it is right now, and we just need to adapt. If we don't adapt, we die, and our businesses die. So it is basically what I think. I think everything will be all right. She'll do her job, and the people that the consumer will let us know what they think about it. And people like me and other photographers and other directors that are working in the industry, we will continue to move forward and create more work. I hope this was a little bit of education, and if you have another opinion, if you think differently, please let me know. I mean, shoot a comment down below, or give me a thumbs up if you like it, if you support what I'm saying. But I think there's a space for all of us. Send me a message, subscribe. Yeah, subscribe, and please subscribe. So we can keep creating, these kind of videos, talking about what's going on in the industry. There's a lot more stuff going on. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.